Is that close enough to me, Al? Yeah. That, yeah. Alright, nice one. Yeah, no worries. So, we'll start in a minute or so when they get ready. Tell. Hello and welcome to tonight's North West Counties Premier Division game against Padiham. I'll give you a quick run through the teams. Number 1 is Matty Corrin. Number 2, Ben Dufton-Kelly. Number 3, Liam Turner. Number 4, Marcus James. Number 5 and captain, Thomas Mitchell. Number 6, Aaron Dawson. 7, Michael Berkey. 8, Ben Holmes. 9, Lewis Buckley. 10, Jordan Deere. And 11, Connor Harwood. On to the subs for Vauxhall Motors. Number 12, Bobby McDonnell. 14, Zach Catsby. 15, Ethan Goldborn. 16, Francis Antoine. And 17, Sean Moscroft. And the visitors today line up with 1, Matthew Hamnett. 2, and captain, Daniel Morton. 3, Christopher Bailey. 4, Jack Reynolds. 5, Harley Dewhurst. 6, Benjamin Hoskin. 7, Jack Price. 8, Lewis Richmond. 9, Joel Brownhill. 10, Joel Malaya. 11, Jack Gooden. And the substitutes are number 12, Charlie Disney Ridge. 14, Jack Lee. 15, Christopher Bandel. 16, Matthias Cardax. And 17, Kieran Sherlock. Today, I'm your host, Reese, again for the second time on the run. And today I'm joined by Steve Bolton. Welcome, Steve.
It's John, actually.
John, great start that, isn't it? So you do the walking football.
Yes, I do. I've been involved with the walking football since Alan Bartlam sadly passed away.
Yeah.
Alan, who set it up nearly 4 years ago now.
So what does it entail in the walking football?
We meet every Tuesday at 1 o'clock for an hour. Our team's generally over 60s.
Yeah.
And we play most weeks against the lads from Tranmere. And when I say lads, we are, should we say, quite a sprightly bunch.
Yeah.
Most of us over 60s, and we just do it for the enjoyment. Really, it's brilliant. Great fun.
Good for the club as well.
Great for the club, yeah. It's important from our sort of point of view with the Cheshire FA and their involvement in it too. And it's something we'd like to sort of grow and take to the next level, really.
Brilliant.
We meet, as I say, on a weekday, so it's a little bit restrictive for those people who are working. So most of us are retired.
Lewis Buckley again is underway here. Vauxhall Motors looking to bounce back from defeat to Avro on the weekend. Leo Riley below us had his operation a couple of days ago. It's nearly attacked by Padiham as he's driving at Tom Mitchell. Cleared away by Ben Dufton-Kelly. And passed out of play by number 8, Lewis Richmond for Padiham. Quick start from the visitors there.
Yeah, quick start, and it's an important game for the Whites tonight. We need to get back on on winning ways, I think.
Yeah.
So it is an important game. I just hope we can sort of acquit ourselves a little bit better than the last couple of home games.
Ben Dufton-Kelly with the ball up the line to
That's
Michael Berkey. Berkey whips it in.
Oof.
Oh! The ball's hit Connor Harwood's back there, bounced back into the middle of the box, but there was no Motors player there to get a finish.
Interesting game tonight, Reece, and that we played the same opposition on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I suppose it changed the dynamics for both managers. To be fair, they'll obviously have both games in mind. Obviously, we'll be looking to take 6 points. I'm sure Padiham will probably take 4.
Indeed. Yeah, it's all to play for. It's getting very close at the top of the North West Counties Premier Division at the moment.
Avro's win on Saturday's brought them back in the mix. Thomas Mitchell sees the ball out of play.
Just trying to work out their formation.
Yeah, looks like they've got almost 2 midfielders deep. Maybe 3. Goal kick from Matty Corrin, headed by the centre half, down to the number 9. Ben Owens picks the ball up and wins the first free kick of the game. And Dawson shifts the ball to Tom Mitchell. Send our early congratulations to Thomas Mitchell and his fiancée, who are expecting a baby this weekend.
Congratulations. Is it the first?
First baby girl, I believe.
Oh, right.
He said he could be expecting a phone call as early as this game.
Is that one of the reasons why we're having a Friday night kickoff then?
Possibly, possibly. Nothing to do with the team night out tomorrow.
Are you invited?
Yes, yes.
Yes, I do. That sounds messy.
Yeah. Day drinking. Never ends well. Ben Dufton-Kelly with a clearance into the air. Padiham centre half takes it down and sprays a ball. Beats Dufton-Kelly to number 9, Joel Brownhill. He plays a ball straight into Matty Corrin's hands. Joel Brownhill, also related to Josh Brownhill, who plays for Burnley.
I was wondering that.
Yeah.
What, brothers?
Yes, brothers, I believe. Thomas Mitchell plays the ball to Lewis Harwood, who cuts inside with his first touch. Holds the ball up well.
Good interception there
Yeah,
by the
intercepted. Cleared as far as Ben Dufton-Kelly on the halfway line. That ball from Ben Dufton-Kelly so far to Michael Berkey seems effective. Berkey plenty of space out wide. Number 11 has the ball out wide for Padiham, gets a shot off from outside the box and it's over the crossbar. Matty Corrin didn't look worried whatsoever.
Looks like another side race that likes to get the ball through quickly and early.
Yeah.
So many sides in this league do, don't they? Really?
Very high tempo to a lot of teams this season compared to last, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Very direct. Thomas Mitchell carries the ball out. Thomas Mitchell tries to find Michael Berkey. Headed away from the Padiham defender, bringing as far as Lewis Buckley, who passes to Ben Dufton-Kelly. Gives it back out to Michael Berkey out wide. He whips the ball in. Headed away. Motors started quickly so far, which is not something we've seen very much this season in the first half.
No, I think you're right, and I think Berkey's been an influence so far, and if he can keep getting the balls in early, I think that's promising, really.
Turner to Michael Berkey on the edge of the box. He tries to dribble through. He's asking for a corner, but the referee awards a goal kick. Shout out to Matty Mowat tonight, and I know he'll watch this back, Matt. So it's currently 8:05. I'm sure you've already conceded a couple of goals on that outer Astro.
I have to say the facilities on the Astros, I mean, for our walking football, absolutely brilliant. And
Magnificent.
when we play away in these cup competitions and things, nobody else seems to have the facilities that we've got.
Where is it that Tranmere play their home games?
They've got they play on the indoor, the old bowling complex,
yeah.
Which is like sort of a very hard surface. So we don't tend to play there, but you know, when we have played away in the cup, we played earlier in the season at Garstang and Fleetwood on their training complex, Fleetwood Town's training complex, which was interesting. But there again, the pitch wasn't as up to the standards of ours.
I'm sure the away teams enjoy coming here too with the surface.
They do very much so. Everybody comments on the quality of the surface and the facilities. Interesting to hear Tony Woodley saying they're still looking to go ahead with another 4G pitch as well.
Yeah, I think it's been in the works now for quite a while, hasn't it? It's been in the background discussion, but
It has, yeah. I mean, these are so well booked out, aren't they? It's difficult to get a slot on the pitches.
Free kick there, awarded to Vauxhall Motors. Foul on Michael Berkey. Walks away with a bit of a limp. On the right hand side, about 25 yards out. Chance to put a good ball into the box here for Jordan Deere. Will be looking to keep his spot after a few games on the bench lately. Whips it in, cleared away by Padiham head.
It's a good ball. It was in the right area to be attacked.
Padiham with the first team send some players down here to warm up on the near side.
I think they've got a few layers on tonight. I know I have.
Definitely a chilly one.
That was unlucky.
And ball on Michael Berkey been given. Chance for Vauxhall to also put pressure on Wythenshawe and Avro tonight if we get a win in the 3 points with them both playing tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah. It's nothing like putting the points on the board first. And certainly it is between those three clubs at the moment, isn't it? But, you know, it's a long season. There's still so many games to go. You can't really tell, can you?
Obviously, the away fixture the other week got postponed. I went down to Wythenshawe to watch Wythenshawe Town against FC United of Manchester in the Manchester Cup quarter-finals. Kinsey, the Wythenshawe manager, said to me, "I'm glad you aren't playing tonight." He said, "That'll put you 2 games ahead of us."
Yeah. I actually missed the Wythenshawe home game, which was very frustrating because I was away.
I did too. I was away. Michael Berkey pulls the ball back. Oh, it was a good idea. Lewis Buckley was waiting on the edge of the box. Berkey pulled it back, just nicked away.
Well, Michael's certainly been getting the ball, hasn't he? Which is encouraging because he can put that ball into the right places.
Always got a moment of magic in him too, Michael Berkey.
Absolutely. And he can come in from either flank as well, can't he?
Yeah.
challenge again.
Good bit of play from the two wide men there from Padiham. Tries to whip in a ball, but it's blocked by Ben Dufton-Kelly. Lands to the feet of Michael Berkey. Tries to keep the ball, plays it back to the right back. He loses possession. Padiham recycle the ball back to the goalkeeper, Matthew Hamnet.
Going long again.
Lewis Richmond's got the ball out wide, plays it to number 7. Thomas Mitchell got a touch on the ball, and then it looks like Lewis Richmond fouled the goalkeeper, Matty Corrin, who come to claim the ball in the air, and a free kick's been awarded inside the 6-yard box. First half chance there for Padiham.
Good to see a young keeper getting a chance at this level, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not very often, especially with his age, that maybe some managers don't necessarily believe they have the experience to play at this level, but it's a good opportunity for him.
Yeah, it is.
On work experience from Wigan Athletic at the moment.
I think he's highly thought of, and he's certainly not afraid to organise the back four either,
No,
is he?
definitely.
He keeps everybody where he wants them.
He's got the confidence, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Seems to have that presence that a goalkeeper needs.
Yeah.
He's certainly tall enough.
Absolutely.
Padiham with the ball inside the Vauxhall Motors area. Number 7, Jack Price there, trying to play a ball, but it's cleared by Vauxhall as far as the halfway line to Lewis Buckley. He does well to keep hold of the ball there with 2 or 3 men around him. Michael Berkey tries to play through Connor Harwood, but the goalkeeper comes out and heads the ball away. A little bit of afters there between Jordan Deere
Yeah, I
and
think
Joel Brownhill.
he was wise to slow the free kick down though there, I think, because that was going to be taken quickly. Should get away with a yellow card, or not getting a yellow card, I think.
Just looks like it's talking to the 2 men. No other North West Counties Premier Division games in action tonight. But I must give a special mention to, did you see the Bury Longridge game on Wednesday night?
I didn't.
Bury were 2-1 down, I believe, with 9 men because they had 2 men sin-binned. 11 minutes added on time, and they scored to win 3-2 in the final 6 minutes. With, I think they were down to 8 men for 3 sin-bins at that point.
Good gracious. They've obviously got a disciplinary issue,
Yeah.
but there's so many games behind everybody else, Barry, aren't they?
Yeah,
But they're a threat as well. They are a threat.
very good team, good crowd as well that they get. Obviously helps. Not something that we've seen much this season, or if at all, if I'm correct, the sin bin.
I can't recall a sin
No.
bin, no, I can't.
Padiham player down here sounds and looks in pain. Scream from the player who's down for the Padiham players to then shout kick the ball out, to which they did. Looks like Padiham don't have a physio, so Shirley, our physio's on the pitch, closely followed by Michael Morrison, the Padiham manager.
Surely will sort him out.
Yeah. Big shout out to Shirley, to be fair, because she does always help out other teams who don't always necessarily have a physio, which seems to be more common than you believe at this level.
Yeah, it's surprising because it's such an important role, really. But she's very consistent, as are Shirley. She never lets you down. I think another shout out as well to the condition of the pitch as well.
Most certainly, we were speaking about down Saturday, me and Matt.
Yeah.
Pitch in very good condition, especially as we're getting into the colder, wetter weather now.
Well, yeah, we did have a spate. Was it last season where the wet weather was causing postponements? But no, so far this year it's been holding up very well. Looks great. Playing well tonight, certainly. Not cutting up at all. Looks like they're taking him off, are they?
Yeah, players still down receiving treatment here by Shirley. Looks like Padiham are making the substitution. Doesn't look good for the player down. Didn't quite see what number it was who went down, but we'll let you know when he's replaced.
Kieran Sherlock about to come on.
Certainly not ideal for Padiham to be making a change this early. Wouldn't have been in the gaffer's game plan. But it looks like he's been given no option here.
Is that a stretcher as well?
Yeah, the stretcher is out. Hopefully it isn't this serious and this isn't needed. There was a big scream from the player down when he went down.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was.
Thomas Mathers there on the pitch for some reason.
I believe he was fixing the net on Saturday as well.
Yeah, he was. Does love a little star roller, Tom Mathers. Kieran Sherlock down below us here, getting warm, ready to come on.
Yeah, it's cold night. Important you have a good warm up.
Yeah.
These guys need to stay warm on the pitch now. It's been a stoppage for a good few minutes.
Currently 25 minutes in. player is unfortunately being stretchered off. Hopefully it's not too serious or as serious as it looks. Looks like play will resume. Padiham substitutes, helping with Thomas Mathers. Carry the player off on the stretcher. Something that you never want to see.
Oh, absolutely. Just hope it's nothing too serious.
We wish a speedy recovery to the player who's down.
Number 5, Harley Dewhurst, has just been announced as.
Harley Dewhurst, wishing him a speedy recovery.
Back underway.
Be a fair few minutes added on there at the end of the half.
Horrible sight, nothing.
Not nice. Marcus James. Pass back to the goalkeeper. Berkey keeps the ball after being under pressure. Jordan Deere in space drives with the ball to Lewis Harwood, who crosses it in to Lewis Buckley. Oh, it's a glancing header, glance wide. He'd have hoped to do a lot better with that effort there. No pressure.
No, it was just where he likes it, really, wasn't it? But it was wide, it was well wide as well. So good at getting in the right place at the right time, though, isn't he, Lewis?
Yeah, he's definitely the striker that we've needed for probably a couple of years now. We haven't really had a goal scorer as a number 9 for a few years, probably since Mick really joined the club. We had obviously Carl Noon, we had Ryan Cox for a spell too, but we've never really had a number 9 who's been here over the long period of the season and scored consistently.
Well, that's right. And he sort of brings others into play as well, doesn't he? Very well.
His link-up play is very good too.
Yeah. But then you look at the other strikers we've added this year, Bobby McDonnell and Connor Harwood, and it really does make a difference. There's always an option on the bench these days as well, which is something we haven't had.
Most certainly.
For the
Squad
last couple
depth,
of years.
the strongest we've ever had under Mick McGrath too. Big tackle there from Vice-Captain Ben Holmes. He plays a 1-2, gets his efforts off.
Oh, that's a great shot.
It's a great shot and it's a good save from the keeper, Matthew Hamlet. First save that he's really had to make this game.
Yeah, there's a nice curl on that shot there, and I thought it was, it would have hit the back of the net without the save.
Corner kick now to be taken by Jordan Deere. Puts his hand up, crosses the ball in. It's Ben Dufton Kelly. His head hits the side netting. Just getting a feeling since the stoppage, Motor's getting a bit closer. Had a couple of chances now.
Yeah, they have. Just getting the right ball in the box, but that is 2 good chances really.
Important that we've kept the same tempo after the stoppage too. It could have easily slowed down play when it's resumed.
Yeah, it can disturb the momentum, can't it? For both sides. Motors certainly, when they get the tempo up, they look good, don't they? And I've done that numerous times this season. Very hard at this level for others to live with that sort of tempo, but got to do it consistently.
Michael Berkey out wide, whips the ball in, cleared. Jordan Deere now on the ball, back out to Michael Berkey again, who's causing problems for Padiham. Takes it past one, takes it past two, takes it past three, gets a shot off, oh, he's blocked in behind for a corner.
Did well there, didn't he?
Brilliant. Looked like he'd lost the ball when he got to a second player, managed to regain possession, nipped past another. He's so good at that, Michael Bay. It's very hard for defenders at this level to stop him sometimes.
It's that acceleration he's got, isn't it?
Yeah.
He just sort of whips into the space, but the finish is often there as well. There's a lot of pushing going on at the near post there. Can't see that. Hasn't blown yet.
Mitchell spins off the back post, heads it back in. It's out to Berkey, who puts a ball in. Ooh. Looks like an awkward one to deal with there for the Padiham defenders. It bounced up towards his chest. Padiham get the ball down, play a brilliant ball through. Good goalkeeping from Matty Corrin, who was out quick to prevent Joel Brownhill running onto that. It spun off the back of Marcus James. Only 2 more games for the Motors after today, before Christmas. Padiham away on Tuesday, Norwich Fix at home on the 17th. No, I don't think that was a foul there.
No, I don't either.
Very soft there.
He won that very softly there. The guy was a Jack Gooden,
Jack Gooden and Ben Dufton-Kelly there running alongside, and it just seemed like the number 11 seems to go to ground easy without any contact, but the referee's bought it. Give a free kick in a dangerous position too.
It's dangerous. Set pieces in that position, any side can create a chance from somewhere like that.
Got a few big lads in the side, Padiham. Height so far looks fairly match to match.
Yeah.
Whipped in by number 7. Ooh. Number 3, Christopher Bailey, tried to flick that on there, but didn't make any contact. And I don't think a Padiham player actually touched that ball there.
I think if he had a caught it, it could have easily snuck in, couldn't it? Connor having a run there, Connor Harwood. Hasn't had as much joy down the left as Berkey has on the right, has he?
No, certainly not. Not necessarily got the service though so far this half.
No, not the service, and he's certainly been well shackled by the right back.
Another throw for Padiham inside their area. Lewis Harwood, 1-2 with Jordan Deere.
It's good play.
Well switched there by Vauxhall Motors to get out of a tight situation. Berkey out wide. Oh! That looked like an awful tackle there
That
on
looked
Ben
like
Dufton Kelly.
a very heavy challenge to me.
High off the ground, stud showing.
It's a sore one, isn't it? I think it's a yellow card for the Padiham player.
Certainly a yellow. Players in Mick McGrath rightly not happy. Michael Berkey furious.
I don't think it was high, it was just very heavy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Looks like the referee's got his yellow card out.
We've had a couple of obviously red cards in the last couple of games, and it does make a difference, doesn't it? With the the damage it can do to the side's confidence
Yeah, certainly.
and
I
shape,
think
obviously.
we were definitely in the game there against Avro before the red card free from Goldbourne on Saturday. Ben Dustin Kelly back on his feet.
That's good.
Free kick to Vauxhall Motors in a position almost similar to the Padiham one a couple of minutes before.
He's moving okay, Ben, as well, isn't he? That's good. In position for the in-swinging free kick.
Jordan Deere over the free kick. Whips it in, but it's cleared by the first man. It's a scuffed clearance from the number 2. Lands inside the area.
Connor Harwood causing problems there.
Thomas Mitchell. Cleared and Padiham are now on the break. 3v3. Thomas Mitchell working hard to get back. Vauxhall slow down the attack. Padiham on the edge of the box. Whips it in. Cleared away by Marcus James. Lewis Harwood picks the ball up. 38 minutes in. Liam Turner driving forward with the ball.
It's a nice
Good
little
1-2
flick.
with Lewis Buckley. Turner crosses the ball. Berkey back post. Beats the defender.
Oh, well taken by the keeper.
Into the keeper's hands.
That was a nice move.
Yeah, very well worked by Vauxhall. Game becoming a little more open in the last couple of minutes. Very end to end. As we approach final 5-6 minutes plus additional time in the first half. Michael Berkey, acres of space, carries the ball. Ben Dufton Kelly crosses one. Ooh. Link up play between the midfield and
Deary.
it's another naughty tackle there on Liam Turner. Looks like another yellow card for Padiham.
It's very late.
Yeah, just as bad, if not worse, as the first challenge on Ben Dufton Kelly. Saw one for Liam Turner. It's been a lot of great link-up play so far between the Vauxhall team out wide, bringing the wingers out, bringing the wingers in.
It has. Those swift breakaways like that certainly look like the key to unlocking their defence to me. You just need to get one in the back of the net, really.
Joel Mellier in the book for his tackle on Liam Turner. He's back on his feet. Shirley been very busy so far in the first half.
Yes, she has.
Connor Harwood. An acre of space out there on the left, but Jordan Deere decides to whip the ball in.
It's a nice ball from Jordan Deere.
Back out to Michael Berkey, which has been a big feature this first half. Plays it through to Buckley, who wins a corner. Motor's really pushing for that opening goal now towards the end of the first half.
Our second or third corner?
Yeah, I think it's the third.
Padiham keeping two players out of the box there, which is not what every team would do against us. It's a nice flick on.
Handball shouts there from Vauxhall. Referee's not having any of it. Marcus James lifted the ball over the crossbar.
Into the darkness on the golf course.
Padiham been very direct at times today, but I feel like we've dealt with it well in most situations.
Yeah, we have. But they have been extremely direct, you know, from minute one. And certainly we need to be mindful of that on the break if we get sort of absorbed into too many attacking moves and, you know, push too many players up. Because they did create a chance from one of our attacks earlier on.
There they are again on the break.
Yeah, they've got plenty of pace.
Vauxhall working hard to get back, slow down the attack. Oh, just a bit of miscommunication there between the 7 and 2 for Padiham.
For a throw in.
Ethan Goldborn and Francis Antoine out warming up for Vauxhall. Oh, Joel Mellier, the player just to be booked, cuts inside, had a shot miles wide, out for a corner for a goal kick even.
I think a shout out to the spectators who've turned up tonight as well, Reece, to be fair. I mean, it's a good attendance tonight, or it seems to be.
Big turnout for a Friday night. Obviously Chester playing down the road too, which will have an effect on the attendance, but...
And it was 4 degrees when I parked the car up before, so it's not a warm one.
Michael Berkey's found Connor Harwood, who beats the defender.
Good
Puts
cross.
the ball across the box. To Buckley. Jordan Deere runs onto it.
Oh, just wide of the post.
It's a great effort from Jordan Deere running onto the ball. Keeper scrambling across his goal.
Another well-worked move from the forefront guys there.
Connor Harwood involved in that one too.
Yeah.
Coming across to the right-hand side. Now heading into the 45th minute. Should imagine there'll be a chunk of added on time for the injury.
I would have thought at least 5
to
minutes.
Harley Dewhurst. Lewis Buckley drops deep. Tries to bring Connor Harwood into play, but it runs through to the goalkeeper.
good interception there from Berkey.
Michael Berkey with space to run into. He's beat the number 3. Hard dodgy bounce to Jordan Deere. Oh,
Yeah.
what a goal! What a goal! The ball's bounced to Jordan Deere on the half volley, and he smacked it with his left foot, hard and low, and he's give the goalkeeper absolutely no chance.
It was fully deserved, I think, from the play we've had in the last 10 minutes. Fully deserved.
Michael Berkey, once again, a key part of that goal, intercepting the number 3, puts the ball into the box. Scuffed cross from the Padiham defender, or bounce, actually, I think it was.
Yeah, it's sort of like a scuffed swipe clearance, and it fell nicely to Jordan, and it just sat up for him to clobber it home, because it was a lovely finish. Keeper was nowhere with that one.
Had the chance a couple minutes before, also another good attempt, but this one much better, and Motors now lead in the 46th minute through Jordan Deere. Padiham tried to have a quick attack there from the restart of play, but it's out for a goal kick. Motors not in a rush to take this goal kick now. Much better performance from Saturday so far.
Yeah, I don't think we can complain. Certainly the chances we're creating look promising. That the football's been good, the passing's been good. We've certainly coped with everything that they've thrown at us.
Michael Berkey seems to be carrying a bit of a dead leg out there on the right, still asking for the ball. How many minutes did you hear that was? Did you hear?
I didn't know. I should have done. And the attack again.
Motors not slowing down, looking for a second before the end of the first half.
Always important for us to get the first goal, I think, Reece, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes a huge difference to us.
I think we've been one goal down far too many times this season.
Yeah, I mean, we did have that good comeback victory, didn't we? The 3-2 game where we were 2-0 down.
Yes.
I forget who that was against now, but that was earlier in the season. That was an exciting evening, I know that much. And the winner came in the 98th minute.
More direct kicks up to Joel Brown, who hasn't had a sniff all game. Marcus James, Ben Dufton-Kelly and Thomas Mitchell dealing with every header thrown at them. Brilliant from Ben Holmes to use his body to win the ball and break away. 1-2 of Michael Berkey, just doesn't come off.
Jordan Deere's been very influential again tonight, hasn't he? And apart from the goal, he's connected with a lot of stuff in midfield.
Yeah, he's linked up play well. I'm sure he'll have a point to prove. He won't have been happy with the last couple of games sitting on the bench.
No, he won't. And he does wear his heart on his sleeve, does Jordan. Certainly popular with the fans here. It's a good
good interception there from Marcus James on the full stretch. Connor Harwood tracking back to do his defensive duties. Currently in the corner flag. Done very well there, Lewis Harwood. Padiham still have the ball. Lewis Harwood is the player to win the ball back. Cleared by Ben Dufton-Kelly only as far as the halfway line. Good ball out here to the Padiham winger. Ben Dufton-Kelly.
Good strength from Ben, good strength.
That's brilliant defending from Ben Dufton-Kelly. Great strength to win the ball back from Jack Gooden. Padiham giving a big push here towards the end of the first half to try and get an equaliser. We're now into the 5th minute of added on time. Bit of ping ponging there with the ball in the air. Connor Harwood brings it down to Lewis Buckley. There's not many strikers at this level like Lewis Buckley who have so much to the game, is there? He's not only just a fox in the box, he's also willing to drop in deep, link play up.
He does. He's a great all-rounder, but the way he holds the play up is key to everything we do, really. He's so strong as well with it physically.
Padiham on the break here. Joel Brownhill, closely followed by Thomas Mitchell. The whip a ball in, headed away by Jordan Deere. Aaron Dawson gives away a free kick in a dangerous position. Centre of the pitch, about 25 yards out. It's a poor foul there. I don't think he had to really give that away. I think he could have stood up and jockeyed the man.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a bit unfortunate really to give away the foul, but they have been just the last couple of minutes there. They've had some extra men forward, haven't they?
Yeah.
And just need to be careful how we handle their threat.
Certainly had the men round Joel Brownhill since we had the opener. I'm sure he'll have been wanting that service and support all game, but teams have their game plan, especially when they come away from home to the Van Eupen Arena. Referee marking out the yards for the Vauxhall Motors wall. Aaron Dawson, Ben Holmes, Liam Turner and Lewis Harwood in the wall. Matty Corrin directing them. Looks like number 2, Daniel Morton, stood over this, the captain. Looks like he's going to have a strike.
He's going for it. Oh no.
Oh no. And it's a good save.
Yep.
Down low from Matty Corrin. Bit of disguise there from Padiham. Looked like the captain was going to take it.
It was a well taken shot, to be fair, and nicely dealt with by Matty.
First save he's had to make so far this game.
Definitely, yeah. Short corner.
Joel Melia puts it in the box. Oh, it bounces round in there. Back out wide to Padiham, who have the ball again. Jordan Deere wins the ball back. Down the corner flag. Puts the ball out for a throw into Padiham.
Yeah, good play again by Jordan there. Did what he needed to do to tidy up.
I feel with Jordan, a lot of people speak about him going forward, but also the work he does tracking back. His defensive work is also just as good, I feel.
It is. And he's in the air as well. He's so effective, isn't he? So effective.
Ben Holmes cleared the ball away. That's kicked out of play by the Padiham captain, Daniel Morton. Liam Turner in no rush to take this. Thomas Mitchell drops the ball for him.
Nearly intercepted by Lewis.
It's another direct kick up to Joel Brownhill. He flicks it on, but it's cleared by Ben Dufton Kelly for a corner kick.
How many minutes now?
We must be into almost 7-8 minutes of added on time here now. I did think he said 7 minutes added on, to be fair.
Did he?
Got a feeling this could be the last chance for Padiham to get an equaliser before the end of the first half.
think a cup of tea beckons. Reece?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Ben Dufton-Kelly, tremendous header. And there's a half-time whistle. Thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I think certainly fully deserved a 1-0 lead, if not more. Really, it's been a good performance. I've enjoyed the style of play we've adopted, and it's been very effective. But I think Padiham still have a threat, and we have to be careful with the counter-attacks in the second half.
Most definitely. Half-time, Vauxhall Motors 1, Padiham 0. Jordan Deere just before the end of the first half with a tremendous strike gives the Motormen the lead.
helping to keep businesses, industries, and economies moving forward. We apply the best of engineering and technology to solve complex challenges. We do this for clients through a wide range of disciplines, both at home and around the world. Today, we're pushing established boundaries, searching for new, exciting, and sustainable ways to solve the engineering challenges of the modern world. We call this approach next generation engineering. Our solutions are self-delivered to increase project efficiency, minimize risk, and improve outcomes. That means full project ownership, accountability, and cost assurance with consistently high standards. In other words, we bring certainty to an uncertain world. BGEN, Next Generation Engineering. At Padiham, we bring excellence to engineering, helping to keep businesses, industries, and economies moving forward. We apply the best of engineering and technology to help us solve complex challenges. We do this for clients through a wide range of disciplines, both at home and around the world. Today, we're pushing established boundaries, searching for new, exciting, and sustainable ways to solve the engineering challenges of the modern world. We call this approach next generation engineering. Our solutions are self-delivered to increase project efficiency, minimize risk, and improve outcomes. That means full project ownership, accountability, and cost assurance with consistently high standards. In other words, we bring certainty to an uncertain world. Padiham, next generation engineering.
Perfect timing. Back underway for the second half. Padiham start the second half. Vauxhall Motors 1, Padiham 0. Jordan Deere the goal scorer. Big shout out to everyone joining us live. Actually had a fair few listeners there in the first half.
Yeah, that's it's always nice to know, isn't it? Better still, why not come down to the Van Eupen Arena
That's
and
it,
come and
the
see
one.
for yourself?
Jordan Deere playing the ball out to Lewis Harwood. There you go. Number 4, Jack Reynolds, has been replaced by Matthias Kardash at half-time for Padiham. Second substitution. Obviously you now allow 5 subs, 5 different points through the game.
I think that's one thing that Mick's done very well this season. He's used the subs, very effectively, hasn't he?
Yeah.
In some games, they made a real big difference. And he's always got an extra striker on the bench should he need one.
That's kind of what we mentioned before. We've never really had, even though we've not always had the 5 subs, I think even if we did the last couple of years, we wouldn't always have been able to use them as effectively as we have done this season.
Not at all, no. I think it's one of the reasons why we are doing so well this year. And you look on the bench tonight as well. I mean, you've got Sean Moscrop, who's been a big sort of part of our season so far, and Ethan Goldborn as well. Francois is always good as well for some trickery.
Very effective off the bench, Francois Antoine. Free kick there, given away by Thomas Mitchell for an off-the-ball incident. Also, Zach Catsby on the bench tonight. Player of the month for the under-18s, absolutely flying at the moment. Midfielder, can also play up top. Seems like a good player for the future. Hopefully, he can have a few more involvements in the squad before the end of the season.
It's brilliant to hear that these sort of players are coming through into the first team. He had such a great season last year as well. He were unbeaten for the whole season, the under-18s, weren't they?
Very impressive. Obviously, with the change of the board with Matty Mowat, James Lyon and John Wareham coming in, one of the main things he said is he want to see more of the youth involved in the first team and a clear pathway. And I think so far with Mick, we've kind of seen that, especially in a few of the cup games. He's always give the youth a chance. Yeah,
the cup games and pre-season, there was quite a few players had a chance as well, and it is great to see. And when you look at there again the facilities and the opportunities we've got here, it's a positive move.
Padiham got the ball.
They've got men forward as well.
Yeah.
In this attack.
Definitely been a change in game plan since going 1-0 down for Padiham. Seeing a lot more of the ball on the floor, a lot more men push forward.
Yeah, it might give us more opportunities on the break this half.
Yeah. Oof. Ooh. An awkward one there from the corner from Padiham. Headed up by, it looked like, Marcus James, and then Matty Corrin just had to make sure that it was going over the crossbar, bounced off the crossbar and back behind for another corner ball.
Yeah, it was a strange one though.
Holly Dewhurst still being treated in the physio room at the moment. We had a half-time update. He's still in a bit of pain, but it doesn't look too serious, hopefully.
Oh, that's good news.
That's a late one from Conor Harwood. I don't think it was intentional there. I think he's left the leg out for the ball, but looked sore for Jack Gooden there.
Yeah, I think it was one of those that sort of happened for the wrong reasons, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you can understand their annoyance at it because it was a heavy challenge.
Yellow cards here for Lewis Harwood. Conor Harwood. Honest to God.
Half-time cup of tea went down well anyway.
Yeah, definitely much needed.
Very busy in the lounge downstairs there as well, which is always good to see.
Definitely.
The World Cup game on TV. Right, so keeper with the no doubt long ball upfield.
Padiham on the attack. Captain drives forward. Puts the ball into the box, but it's blocked.
Good strength.
Ball bouncing round. Back to Lewis Buckley. Oh. Substitute Kieran Sherlock there. Won the ball back.
In space.
They're in here, number 7. That's a brilliant tackle there from, looked like Thomas Mitchell, the captain.
Mitchell, yeah, it was.
Just looked like he was in a bit of space there for a minute, Jack Price. Big clearance from Marcus James. Buckley tried to take it down.
I think it's fair to say Padiham have started the second half in a lot better shape than they were in the first half,
Yeah,
and we could just do with stamping our mark back on the game a bit more, really.
Buckley using his strength there, asking for a... Oh. Daniel Morton, the captain there for Padiham, going into the book.
It was one of those situations where I really would like the referee to have, wave play on and
Yeah,
dealt with it
definitely
later.
an opportunity to play advantage there. Jordan Deere making that clear to the referee. I'm not sure the referee was fully convinced there who to give the foul actually to at first.
I know what you mean. Yellow cards mounting up for Padiham now. That's their third, isn't it?
Yeah. Jordan Deere. Free kick. Referee speaking to Thomas Mitchell and the Padiham lads wrestling in the box. Ball in from Deere. Ooh. Just give the free kick.
Yeah, it was
He
one of those
warned them.
situations, wasn't it? There was a lot of tussles going on in the box, and very often the referee has the last say. next goal is going to be very important.
Jack Gooden and Ben Dufton Kelly having another tussle. Dufton Kelly getting the better of him. For the first time this game, Bobby McDonald, Sean Mosscrop out warming up. Could be a game for the both of them to come on a bit later on.
Yeah, I think so. Certainly nice options to have, as we were saying before.
Sean Mosscrop maybe been one of the surprise packages this season. We know how talented he is, and we've obviously had him in the youth before. He went to Sandbach, but he's really hit the ground running this season, hasn't he?
He has, he really has, and he's he's potted a couple of goals as well. Makes a big difference in the midfield. It's an interesting crossfield ball.
Yeah, Buckley there tries to spray the ball onto Harwood. Keeper's tried to clear it and he's intercepted, but it's went out of play. Good play that from Connor, just to keep Padiham in the corner.
Yeah. It's a motorman throw.
Hold went down there, referee waved Shirley on for a head injury, but not quite sure who he's given her, the referee. Looks like he's giving the ball back to Padiham.
Yeah, he has.
Play resumes with the goalkeeper, Matthew Hamlet.
Going long again.
Dufton Kelly, long ball upfield to Lewis Buckley. Still has the ball inside the box. Plays it to Berkey. Back out to Buckley. Oh, the ball's bobbling around the area. Berkey's won it back. Back to Dawson. Back to Deere. Oh, Jordan Deere over the bar. That was a proper non-league scrap in the box there, wasn't it? Bobbling about.
It was. There was one stage there where the ball sort of spun behind Berkey, and if he'd looked round a bit quicker, he'd have probably been able to spin round on it. But no, there was chances there, certainly.
Play just stopped shortly. One of the Padiham players down.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. Must have been on the long clearance before. Buckley's strength again in the box there, though. He was bringing lads into play, and does make such a difference. Great to see all the Vauxhall Motors bobble hats on display tonight as well.
Me and Matty, funny enough, were speaking about that on Saturday. Plenty of them about, which is always good to see.
Great Christmas present idea, just £10 each, I think.
That's it. Of all the days for me to leave mine at home, it was tonight. All summer I had it in my coat pocket, and for some reason I've brought my coat out tonight and it's not in it. There could have been another nasty challenge there from Padiham. Continues. Lewis Buckley continues to show his strength. He's got the ball out wide. Sends the defender. Tries to play Harwood in. Intercepted by Matthias Kardash. The intensity certainly not same as the first half, but possibly not necessary to come out flying like we did in the first half.
No, I think you're right. It's a slightly different game now, isn't it?
Padiham have of course used a couple of subs too. Already got a couple of fresh legs on the pitch, forced into an early substitution due to an injury to Harley Dewhurst, and then a substitute at half time by Michael Morrison.
There's a good chance.
Ball sprayed out wide to Harwood. Takes the ball in, plays it back to Buckley. Buckley back to Harwood, to Berkey. Oh, and it's brilliant defending from the sub. Kieran Sherlock putting his body on the line. Berkey's got the ball back out wide. Puts a cross in. Oh, and it's headed away by Benjamin Hoskin. Another promising attack there from Vauxhall.
What's promising, we were commenting at half time downstairs though that there are one or two situations where we tried to dribble the ball in at times in the first half, and maybe that was the case then.
Possibly sometimes want to see a player be a bit more slightly selfish, get his shot off a bit earlier. There's plenty of options up there at all times, isn't there, when we get the ball in the Padiham box?
Yeah, there is. I mean that last move there, Lewis Buckley was probably in a position where he could have shot himself, but chose to just to play another player in. But yeah, sometimes the early chance is the one that you need to take advantage of. Again there, challenging for it.
Looks like a big throw here from the captain, Daniel Morton. Going for the long throw.
Yep, everybody back apart from Lewis Buckley. It's fallen for us nicely there.
On the break here, Lewis Buckley just holding the ball up. Looks out wide to Michael Berkey. Oh, well recovered there by Daniel Morton, the Padiham. But he plays inside. Michael Berkey, comfortable for the keeper there. Just eyeing up.
Could have been a foul there, I think, from Daniel Morton, but the ref didn't give it.
Just a little mention on Daniel Morton's long throw. Always a good advantage that not many teams have, a long throw.
No, I think it's fair to say at this level they don't. It does appear to be creeping in more in the Football League and the EFL. Most EFL teams seem to have a long throw technician these days, but no, I think you're right. Just creates a chance from nothing, doesn't it?
We've got Liam Turner with his long throw.
Yeah.
Just a different dynamic, especially if you're chasing a game, maybe.
Well, that's right.
Always mention that when Liam Turner joined the club in his first game, he used the long throw. Mick turned around to him and said, "When I signed you, I never knew you had that in your locker." And Liam turned around and said, "Neither did I." Not quite sure how you can discover that you can throw the ball halfway across a footy pitch halfway through your football career, but he did.
Bizarre. It seems to work well at Wrexham these days, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With Ben Tozer and obviously you look at back over the years, Dave Challoner at Tranmere was a long throw superstar really.
Rory Delap, always a famous one in the Prem for Stoke.
Yeah, that's right, he was. Yeah.
Player down there for Padiham again, being treated by Shirley.
It was a stinger on a cold night though, isn't it? A heavy challenge.
Christopher Bailey walking off the far side of the pitch.
Drinks break over on the away dugout there as well.
Just a moment for the managers to get the point across.
Still only 1-0. It's it's still a an open game. From a motor's point of view, I'd like to see another one in the bag really. Sub coming on there for Padiham, number 16.
Number 16, Christopher Bandel coming on. Replacing, it looks like Christopher Bailey there on the far side. It looks like he's struggling. Maybe with his groin there he's holding on to.
Yeah, it is.
Sure, Padiham will want to take no risks, even if it isn't serious, with a game on Tuesday. Nice for the players to have that extra day's rest too. I mean, not necessarily an advantage when we're playing the same team on a Tuesday. Both teams with the same recovery time.
It is very strange, and for two league games to be played so close together, certainly. But obviously, the away leg at the away game at Padiham was a week last Tuesday, wasn't it? It was postponed because of rain, waterlogged pitch. Got a last-minute phone call from Colin at 5 o'clock to tell me the game was off.
Yeah,
otherwise I was about to set off.
I was in the car about 20 minutes into the journey, so stopped off in Manchester and went to watch the Wimshire game, as I said.
Right. Is that an all-weather pitch they play on at Withenshaw, or is it grass?
No, grass. Pitch wasn't in bad condition. Certainly improved again. Wimshire, another pitch in the league that's improved over the last couple of years. I think teams are really working hard now, aren't they, on the pitches?
Yeah, and I think the technology behind sort of pitches have improved massively. It's not about just chucking a load of sand on when it rains, is it? Like it used to be.
Although even though the pitches weren't always far from the best condition back in the day, there was very few games called off, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Teams look after the pitches a lot better now in that sense of.
Yeah, I mean obviously there's the threat of heavy frost as well, which can damage particularly a nighttime game really.
I remember a couple of seasons ago, I think it even may have been before COVID, when the club secretary had his car on the pitch on the penalty spot trying to soften it up.
I remember that. Got men forward here again, and there's a spare
Number
man.
16's through.
That was a chance for them as well.
Christopher Bandel, it looked like a shot and it just crept across the box past Matty Corrin, and Joel Brownlow was running in at the back post. Just couldn't get to it.
Is it like a 3-on-3 situation?
Yeah, there was definitely a big chance for the visitors.
So Bobby McDonald coming on now.
Bobby McDonald placing Connor Harwood.
Not for the first time this season.
Yeah. Maybe not Connor's most effective game, but he certainly got into it as the game went on, I'd say.
Yeah, he did. He obviously got the yellow card as well, which might have influenced Mick's decision to make the sub. But Bobby's got a slightly different threat, hasn't he?
struggled with a couple of injuries so far this season since joining from Macclesfield, but still had a massive impact on the season, scored plenty of goals and plenty of assists.
Oh, he has. Made a big difference as well. What's that? Offside.
Referees give offside there, and there was another opportunity to play advantage. Mick McGraw absolutely furious on the touchline. That's the second time now where the referee could have played advantage and he's pulled the game back. Lewis Buckley seemed to be through there.
He did. He was well cleared of his man. Berkey making a darting run there.
Throw into Vauxhall Motors. Approaching around 20 minutes remaining of the game. Still Vauxhall Motors 1, Padiham 0. Jordan Diaz first half strike, giving us the lead. Michael Berkey picks the ball up, plays it Liam Turner, who whips it in. Oh, Lewis Buckley inches away from that.
Play by Ben
Holmes. Lewis Buckley back to Berkey in the box. Oh, he's so dangerous in situations like that, Berkey, when he's got the ball inside the area. He's trying to dribble past defenders.
Must be a nightmare to defend against there, because it's so easy to give a penalty away in that situation. Oh, that's a soft one.
Another soft decision there from the referees. Jack Price seemed to slip there with the ball when he's being pressured by Michael Berkey, but the referees awarded a free kick. Nice play there from Padiham. Oh, Michael Berkey's been beaten by the captain of Padiham. He's played it back. Oh, that's another chance for Padiham. It's tense down there now. Padiham inside the box. Another chance. Oh, Matthew Corrin down and saved. The ball was bouncing around the box again. A few opportunities there for the visitors.
We need to be so careful with these chances that they're creating. Daniel Morton, their right back and captain, he's a big influence on their side, isn't he?
Definitely. From
strong on the ball and
defensively good, but he also likes to get forward, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Good final product.
He is influential. Oh, good ball to Bobby there.
McDonald gives away a foul. And Jack Gooden.
We do need to be so careful of it, because they do get an overload of men in the box quickly.
Certainly.
And they've done that right through the game.
Since conceding the first, he's certainly not been afraid to commit men forward. It's a big clearance from Ben Dufton Kelly. But it's only as far as Benjamin Hoskins' head. Pressing from Lewis Buckley, now passed on to Ben Holmes, putting pressure on the goalkeeper, who once again goes long to Joel Brownhill. Won by Thomas Mitchell, common feature of this game. Michael Berkey once again, making a tackle. We spoke about Michael Berkey so many times this game, but since the dynamics of the game's changed and we've not necessarily been on the front foot as much, I still think he's been as influential defensively.
He has, yeah.
Never afraid to track back and make a tackle for the team.
Well, I think it's been one of his best performances, really, of the season, to be fair.
Definitely. Another ball in from Padiham. That looks like an unbelievable save there from Matty
Great
Corrin.
save, and he caught it as well. It's a close range chance, wasn't it?
looks like it fell near the 6-yard box for a free header for Padiham. He's put his head behind it. He's tried to head it low, but it's saved by Matty Corrin. Just starting to knock on the door now, Padiham, the visitors. Still only 1-0 to Vauxhall Motors.
They're winning a lot more of the ball in midfield, aren't they?
Yeah.
And that's the key. And that's another foul.
The referee's done it again. He's give offside when Vauxhall Motors have tried to play on. We're into the final 15 minutes. Every one of the Vauxhall Motors players and bench there furious at the referee that he wouldn't let us play on. Something that I think referees are now encouraged to do, isn't it? Let the game flow more, let the game play on.
It is, yeah.
Not necessarily been utilised by this referee.
I think a lot of referees, find it hard to do, but a good referee knows what to do, doesn't he? I think the standard of refereeing this season has been slightly better than previous years, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's not an easy job.
Certainly not. Me and Matty were speaking about how the Business House League and Liverpool Sunday League football referees decided last weekend to stop officiating.
Yeah.
Been confirmed that the games will resume this weekend. But I suppose referees, they get a lot of abuse. They have the right to make a stand.
Well, they do, and it's a good way of sort of making their point, really, isn't it? From they might make sort of the culprits think twice before they do, abuse the referee in the manner that they have been doing.
Very interesting covering this topic with Matty Mowat last week, who probably must have got sent off about once every 3 games for abusing a referee.
Probably similar to Mick, though.
Yeah, not his favourite people in the world, but to be fair, he did give them some credit. Some, I must say. As mentioned before, into the final 15 minutes. Padiham pushing for an equaliser. Vauxhall Motors trying to sit in tight, hit them on the break. It's another ball into the box, headed away by Thomas Mitchell. Oh, that's unbelievable defending from Thomas Mitchell. On the line, it looked like a certain goal. I'm not quite sure what part of his body it's hit, but he's been there and he's stopped the ball from crossing the line.
Padiham appealing that the ball had actually gone over the line, but you're right, it was an unbelievable clearance. We are inviting them in though, aren't we? And we need to be careful. I'm not sure why they're finding all this extra space in the second half. Definitely need like a second goal for Motors.
Motors trying to now make a stamp on the game, keep the ball. Michael Berkey carrying it, looks for Ben Holmes, but they weren't on the same wavelength. Padiham come again. Oh, Benjamin Hoskin tried to play the ball out to Joel Melliot, but Joel Melliot's come short. Hoskins played the ball out wide, and it's out of play.
Joel Melliot's got good pace, hasn't he? And he once or twice he's broken down the left and created these chances for them, and we do need to be mindful of that.
Jordan Deere now the goal scorer coming off for Sean Mosscrop. Sean, the player you'd have brought on in this scenario?
Yeah, maybe. I think, to be fair, Jordan's put a shift in tonight, hasn't he? But give Sean a go. He certainly got the strength for the midfield, hasn't he? Adds a little bit of bite.
Definitely been a performance to be proud of for Jordan Deere.
Brilliant first half performance, especially, yeah.
Come close before, about 5 minutes before his goal. And his strike absolutely wonderful. Just before half time. Even Goldborn now warming up down on the sideline. Another player that we could see feature before the end of the game. Big clearance from Tom Mitchell up in the air to Michael Berkey.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. Bommy McDonald out wide. He's beat the defender. He's played it across the box. Oh, what a save! Sean Mosscrop.
Point
He's
blank
been
save.
involved early on. The ball's bounced up inside the 6-yard box. He's tried to side foot it in and the goalkeeper saved it. That's a terrific save.
Yeah, point blank save.
Bobby McDonnell again. Plays the ball out wide to Dufton Kelly. Oh, scuffed his cross.
I thought that was a goal. It's been a good game. I've enjoyed
Very,
the game.
very good game. It's
Yeah.
not. Well, there's only been one goal. It's been action-packed.
Yeah, it
Plenty
has.
of chances. Few tough challenges. Strong.
Be very interesting to see what happens on Tuesday night for
Yeah.
the return fixture.
Oh, it's another ball in there from Padiham. Just defended and cleared by Vauxhall Motors. And the referees give a free kick to Padiham for a foul on Michael Berkey. Taking it quick. The referee stopped it. Says the ball was still moving.
We do need to find a way of stopping these crosses.
They're throwing almost everybody up now, Padiham.
Padiham getting the ball out to the flanks early.
Yeah.
And that's given the the wide players a chance to get the ball in early as well, causing all sorts of problems in the 6-yard box.
Very good side, and you can see how much you've improved from last season.
Can Lewis hold the ball up here?
He has, and he's played through Michael Berkey. That's an unbelievable ball through. Michael Berkey. Oh, McDonald was screaming forward on the other side. He was free. If Michael Berkey had played the ball past the 2 men.
Bobby was in so much space, that would have been a certain goal. Let's see if we can just keep the ball a little bit better.
Ben Holmes there. Brilliant ball from Thomas Mitchell, the captain.
That was
Free
a foul.
kick.
Yeah.
Hands in the back there from Mosscrop on the edge of the Padiham box. Into the 82nd minute. Ethan Goldborn now stripping off ready. Should imagine a tackle will be taken off.
Yeah, we just need to stop this this threat, don't we, that they've got from the flanks.
Ethan obviously sent off last week against Avro, but the ban doesn't kick in for, I think it's 7 days, isn't it, before the ban starts?
Oh, I'm not sure. That changes, that rule seems to change
Yeah.
season by season.
Lewis Buckley kicks the ball away.
That's a cheap yellow card, sadly.
Yellow card for Lewis Buckley. It's the final 10 minutes now. Mick McGrath ready to make another sub, bringing Ethan Goldborn on to bolster the defence, to try and stop all these dangerous Padiham attacks. I'm sure he's desperate for a clean sheet today. Mick, as well as the back line, and Matty Corrin.
Do you think it might be Berkey who gives way here on this one? Or?
Yeah, I can see that happening.
There's another dangerous ball played through there.
Oh, and it's another excellent save. Jack Price has beat his man. He's hit the ball down hard and low, and Matty Corrin with his feet has saved, and it's behind for a corner. Been very impressed by the young goalkeeper today. He's had a lot more to do this second half than in the first half, but he's made some excellent saves.
He really has. He's very agile as well, isn't he? But we do give them these easy chances, don't we? And
Yeah.
it's worrying, really. Ball's going going to come in again here if we're not careful.
Michael Berkey gives away another corner.
Another corner to Padiham.
Under 18s manager below us, Les Scott. The ball's in. Oh, it was almost certain to be another free header. The ball come back out to the edge of the box for Padiham to blast over the bar.
That was well cleared. I think it was Marcus James who put his head on that one, wasn't it?
Charlie Disney Ridge also coming on now for Padiham. Can't quite see who's coming off yet. Yeah, couldn't quite see who that was for Padiham, but Charlie Disney Ridge coming on. Replacing number 8, Lewis Richmond.
Looks like Dufton Kelly's coming off. Ben Dufton Kelly.
And it's Ben Dufton Kelly being replaced by Ethan Goldborn. Mick McGrath must fancy his chances still on the break.
Put a good shift in tonight, Ben, to be fair.
Yeah.
Searching ball there from Berkey.
Padiham once again on the attack. Space there for the number 12. Tackled by Ben Holmes, and that's a really dangerous free kick here to Padiham. We must be entering the final 5 minutes now. Into the 86th minute.
It's a good run there by Christopher Bandel, wasn't it? And he had to do something there to stop his only chance.
It's getting nervy now for Vauxhall Motors. Matty Corrin once again, a line in his wall.
Closely marked there by one of the Padiham guys who's trying to sort of disturb his vision.
Something that you actually see quite often, that isn't it? Players trying to interfere with the goalkeeper in his routines. Oh,
referee.
That looks like a bit of a naughty one there on Matty Corrin.
Yeah, he left a foot in, didn't he? That was a training ground move, wasn't it? When he played
definitely.
the low ball through for the guy to run through onto the loose ball, but it was well spotted by Matty Corrin. But he's taken a kick.
Quickly back up to his feet. Padiham man also down there. Very interesting free kick routine now. Not one that I could say I've seen before, really.
No, I've not seen one like that.
Both managers now on the touchline, barking the orders at the players. Mick McGrath asking his players to hang on, dig in. Michael Morrison asking his players, can they find an equaliser? Thomas Mitchell there, dropping the ball over the barrier. Trying to waste a few precious seconds for Vauxhall Motors.
Liam Turner strolling down to take the throw.
Certainly in no rush.
Let's see if we can just keep this ball and get the momentum back. Not this time though.
The referees give it to Padiham. Interesting that the lines won't give it to Vauxhall. Referees stuck with his decision. Cleared away by Mosscrop. As far as Lewis Buckley, who holds up the ball to Berkey. Tries to play through Buckley. It's a loose ball. Hoskins done very well there to take the ball down. He's played out of play. Vauxhall Motors throwing.
I think second half, Padiham have done a much better job on Lewis Buckley, haven't they? They've kept a very tight rein on him. And that's one of the things that sort of nullified our threat, really.
Ball back to Matty Corrin.
Up clearance. And another long throw, maybe. Not from there.
4 additional minutes. Shirley's put the board up. Vauxhall Motors doing everything they can now to cling on to a precious 3 points. I'm going to put you on the spot now and ask you for your man of the match for today.
It's tricky, isn't it? I mean, certainly on the first half performance, you know, you'd have to say Jordan Deere. I think overall, it is a tricky one. I think defensively, we have done well because the threat in the second half has been quite considerable from Padiham.
Yeah.
But I think based on the first half performance and the goal, I think I would give it to Jordan Deere.
Berkey's through here. He's sent the defender. He's played it back. Buckley! Oh! Off the line.
How did that not go in?
Off the line. Michael Berkey squared the ball. There was only a defender on the line. And somehow the defender, I think it was Hoskins, blocked it. Oh, that had to be 2-0.
It had to be.
There's a huge chance that hopefully Vauxhall Motors won't regret missing.
It's almost identical to the chance we had before.
Yeah. You back Lewis Buckley 10 times out of 10 to finish that one. Vauxhall have the ball in the corner. Vauxhall throw. Just struggling to see the far side here from where we're sat. Captain Thomas Mitchell screaming corner. For Sean Moscop to keep the ball in there.
Bobby McDonnell to Lewis.
Lewis Buckley inside the area. He finds up Michael Berkey. Sean Moscop screaming for the ball.
Keeping the ball well here though, it's good.
Michael Berkey again. Gets a shot off.
Ooh, just wide of the post.
Just dropping towards the back post. And it's wide.
Holding his knee there, is he, Berkey?
Yeah, Berkey been struggling with that leg a little bit today. I've seen a few hobbles from him.
Can't be long left now, I don't think. Yeah, and the man of the match thing, Jordan Deere, but there again, Berkey very close as well for his influence in the game too.
Into the 92nd minute now. Only 2 additional minutes left. Vauxhall Motors trying to cling on for what will be a huge 3 points in the title race.
We're not making it easy tonight, are we?
No, certainly not.
Everybody back apart from Lewis Buckley.
It's poorly cleared there by Moscrop. Ben Holmes out. Brilliant interception.
Well done,
and that's
boys.
a full-time whistle. It's 3 points for Vauxhall Motors against Padiham in tonight's North West Counties Premier Division match. And that is huge for the Motormen. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, definitely a game of 2 halves. And you know, I think overall definitely worth the 3 points. But full credit to Padiham, they come and they've had a real good go in the second half there and given us a game, and it has been an enjoyable tussle really. I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
Thank you very much.
I'll be making my way up the M6.
So will I. Thank you.